So I've had this channel open for a little while, and I've kind of dabbled with the idea of creating long form content, or at least more long form content than I have been. And more recently, I've been noticing lots of stuff popping up in my feed over on Instagram about how short form content is rotting our brains. And this is something we've long suspected, but a new study came out suggesting that people that consume lots of short form content have decreased cognitive ability, decreased attention span, increased levels of stress and anxiety. And as somebody who produces and consumes lots of short form content, I feel like I'm part of the problem. Short form content it forces you to be polarizing, right? You have such a limited amount of time to capture people's attention, and it incentivizes controversy and provocative language and provocative imagery. And so, I feel it. I feel the pull of the scroll. I feel the drained feeling after the scroll. And I can't in good faith say that, I'm entirely proud of that. Now, I feel like I'm in this weird place as like somebody who creates content, because on the one hand, like I have to keep doing that. Like I run a business online. Like there's no question whether or not short form content is valuable in terms of like grabbing people's attention. But I think the issue with short form content is it basically kills nuance. You don't have enough time to let your ideas breathe. You have to pack as much information into a tiny window as possible and hope that comes across. And so I want to start creating more long form content. And a lot of that is going to be in the form of videos like this. My goal is to start creating at least one video a week. And I'm going to try and pull as many people from Instagram over here as possible. But if not, that's all good. I want to try to find some new people on this platform that like to hear what I have to say. And so my goal is, like I said, one video a week. I want to create a newsletter. I want to get better at writing. And so I'm just going to do that thing. And I'm sitting here like stressed out, like, oh, what's my first video going to be? As if like the first video is going to go viral or something. And it just hit me. It's like, well, why not just talk about this? Like, why not talk about setting up this channel? And even though I've had this channel for a little while, I want to start to recommit to it in earnest. And that's what I'm going to do. And I'm going to do it imperfectly. In the age of AI slop content, I think more and more people want to see like true human stories. And so, I think having built a social media following, a meager social media following, I have just over 15,500 followers on Instagram. I know enough that it doesn't need to be perfect. I know that I don't need to have the perfect camera, the perfect setup. Like I'm literally sitting here on a sandbag in a dirty Carhartt sweatshirt because it's freezing in here. And I'm just telling my story about setting up this YouTube channel in earnest. And so my overarching goal with this page is to help older combat athletes stay on the mats until the wheels fall off. And that means helping people deal with setbacks from injuries, setbacks from mindset, setbacks from anything at all, and also to have fun. Like, I am not the most serious person in the world. I like to joke around. There's plenty of ripe material for us to pull from in the combat sports world to have a good laugh. I want to talk about things in depth. I want to bring back nuance to strength and conditioning. I want to bring back the nuance to discussing combat sports and whatever, all things related to combat sports, and now injury rehab. I want to document my process of going back to school as a man in my 40s, going back to school with all these young kids in grad school and becoming a doctor of physical therapy. I want to document that. I want to document starting my physical therapy business. I want to document potentially opening up my own jiu-jitsu gym at some point in the future. I want to document all of it and share that here and show people how imperfectly it gets done, like how imperfectly all this stuff gets done. Like, We like to show people these manicured, curated versions of our lives on social media, but that's not fucking life, man. That's just not how shit works out. And so my goal with this page is to really kind of go in depth, tell my story, and hopefully that inspires other people to tell theirs. So that's it. That's all I got for now. Again, I'm going to be trying to posting one video per week. Any and all feedback from you is welcome. If there's any topics that you want to hear about more in depth, please let me know, and I will be happy to do that. So here we go.